A world of adventure, a world of wonder. This is Bushnell Outdoors.
Hi, I'm Dave Watson and this is Bushnell Outdoors. You know, I've often said that one of the best things about hunting are the friends that we meet along the way. Now sometimes these friends can be found next door, sometimes a few states away. But on today's episode, we find new friends in New Zealand. So let's travel to the land of the Kiwi, to the land of huge red stag, as we hunt with Shane Quinn and Alpine Hunting Adventures. I'm Dave Watson. I'm glad you're here. New Zealand is a magical land of incomparable beauty. A land of lush green valleys and deep, mysterious glens that hold countless treasures. A land where sun-kissed mountains stretch as far as the eye can see. It's also the land of huge red stag, the largest in the world, thanks in part to the visions and dreams of this man, Shane Quinn.
However, we have a lot of repeat customers and they keep booking those slots.
New Zealand also offers some of the best trout fishing in the world, but to tell you the truth, I never got around to it. I was too busy hunting red stag during the roar, the peak of their breeding season. But first, we had to get to the top of the mountain. Did I say the top of the mountain? I meant the top of the world. Within an hour, we spotted the first red stag and watched him as he checked the wind for a female in estrus. What a gift it was just to witness how majestic and proud he appeared as he rounded up his hinds and kept them under close guard, and at the same time, constantly testing their scent.
Calibers that I would recommend for the hunters that come over, the red stag are very tough with the bullet. They take it very well, and you know, anything from a 7mm, 270, 300 would be my recommendations for calibers there. You got to have something that shoots a big enough grain bullet to where it'll knock them down, because as you've seen, there's some thick country here. They'll get away from you pretty quick.
I had arrived the day before and headed straight to the Alpine range. Now, I've taken about 20 big game animals with this particular rifle. This is a Browning A-bolt in a 300 short mag caliber. The only thing that I've done to it, as we've talked about before, is I've lapped out the barrel which is just using an abrasive compound to remove little nicks and stuff from the factory. And I've had a trigger job on it. And a trigger job is going to run you about $100, but it's worth every penny. Now this rifle is dead on. I've got a Bushnell 4200 Elite on it, but anytime you do any type of travel, especially an extended trip like this, you want to double check it when you get into camp. So let's see what we got going here. Fire in the hole. Now the shot I'll take. The mosquitoes I could do without.
Bushnell Outdoors with Dave Watson is brought to you by Bushnell, Magnify Life, Wildlife Research Center, the brand hunters count on, Carbon Express, Send It Express, the Block 4x4, the originators of the open layer archery target, Cabela's, the world's foremost outfitter.
Am I bleeding?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll try not to stare at it because I'm self-conscious.
Welcome back to Bushnell Outdoors. This portion of Bushnell Outdoors is brought to you by Genesis, the bow the whole family can shoot.
Now let's get back to New Zealand, where we spent most of the day glassing for red stag. An hour later, my guide Trevor suggested we head out and take a peek at another canyon, so we loaded up. Meanwhile, back at the lodge, Chef Ken was already hard at work preparing dinner.
So these are Sita back strips, which we've wrapped in bacon. We're just browning them off a little now, just so the bacon shrinks up. Then we're going to put them in the oven and bake them off. We'll probably bake them at about 180 Celsius for probably about 45 minutes until they're nice and medium rare. And then we've got a little red wine juice that we're going to serve with that tonight, and should be beautiful.
Wow, now that's one dinner I don't want to miss. But first, let's take a look at just a few of the huge stags that Alpine offers.
In New Zealand, we hunt for trophies from the middle of February through to the end of July. So we have effectively a 6-month hunting season, which is really good. It means we don't have to have too many hunters in camp at one time. We can limit it to 5 or 6. Our guides are really, really good because they get a lot of practice. And we try and make an awesome experience for everyone that comes down here.
Now, a great way to find hunts would be at trade shows. That gives you the opportunity to learn about that outfitter and shake his hand and look him in the eye before you send in that check or arrive there to do the hunt. And that's where I met Shane Quinn. It was at a Dallas Safari Club convention, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago, and he invited me over then. My only regret is that it just took so long to get over there, because once you arrive, you see that Alpine Hunting Lodge is first class all the way. You really bond with your guide. I really had a great time with Shane, but most of all, I bonded with his son Liam. And Liam became my buddy. You know, we had a lot of fun together. We built fires and sharpened sticks and do the things that kids do that I was supposed to grow out of, but I never did. Now, you might remember Liam from some footage that we featured last year of him on like a fake hunt. And truth be known, the footage of Liam doing that fake hunt is a big part of the reason that I wanted to go over there. I mean, sure, I wanted to hunt red stag at Alpine, but I wanted to get that kid on camera and do a proper hunt for him, and we did. That episode's coming up in a couple of weeks. Now, when we arrived at the next canyon, we had a bit of a surprise. The sunny day turned dark quickly, and within a few minutes it was raining. And of course, now would be the time we spot the first high silver stag that I could shoot. Now, he's bedded down so he's hard to see, but that's his right antler smack dab in the middle of the screen. Trevor and I move in to get a closer shot. Now right here I'm instructing the cameraman to get on him, because when he stands up, I'm going to shoot. Trevor calls in an effort to get the stag on his feet. A very long 7 minutes later, the stag turns without offering the clean broadside shot that I wanted. Oh look, there's a rainbow.
Welcome back to Bushnell Outdoors with Dave Watson.
This week we're in New Zealand hunting with Alpine Hunting Adventures, and there was certainly no shortage of red stag. We just had to find the right one. One that's not too big and not too small. The next afternoon, Trevor and I were back at the top of the world glassing. And try as I may, I just can't describe how breathtaking the beauty of this land is. Then Trevor's eye caught some movement, so he grabbed the Elite spotting scope for a closer look. And what he found was not one high silver red stag, but 3. Now these stag have spotted us, so Trevor tries to stop them by calling. On this hunt, I shot a Browning A-bolt in a 300 WSM caliber, and I topped it with a 3.5x10 Bushnell Elite 4200 scope. And there's my shot. Down. Down.
Yeah. Congratulations, man. Yeah.
Not way congratulations shooting up like that. I popped myself really hard.
Oh, you did get yourself.
Am I bleeding?
A little bit. You got
I
yourself
bleeding?
a little trophy wound.
It's worth it.
It was worth it. Well done.
I don't know where he ended up, but
He slid down a little
I don't know.
bit.
I don't know.
Look at you.
I don't know where he ended up, but he started out at 240.
That was a poke. Why don't you rearrange that real quick?
And 268.
268. Congratulations.
268?
Nice trophy wound you got going.
Am I
there,
bleeding?
dude. Yeah.
Okay, we'll try not to stare at it because I'm self-conscious.
Congratulations, Dave. That's a big stag, bud.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Very nice. Very nice. Let's go see what we got.
Yeah, let's go check him out. Congratulations.
And get the first aid kit.
Yeah.
Hey, it's bound to happen every now and then. Anybody that tells you he's never been popped with a scope is being less than honest with you. Now, when you do get popped by a scope, it really doesn't hurt. The hurtful part comes when your friends notice that you've done that, and they're gonna tease you. It's up like this. It was up. You know, those up things are tough.
Have you got an
Get a good look. Did I hit him? Did I make the shot?
I don't know who took the worst
Did I make
hit,
the
you
shot?
or him. Congratulations, Don. Congratulations. Oh, I can stitch. You are in luck. You are in luck.
Don't give me that.
I can. Honest. There you go, bro. If it's a rip, I can say it's smaller.
Here we are laughing at a man that's just been sliced open by a scope.
A purple heart.
Can't tell.
Bushnell Outdoors with Dave Watson. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to Bushnell Outdoors with Dave Watson. Now, let's join Dave in the kitchen for the Eastman Outdoors Recipe of the Week.
Last week, I introduced you to a revolutionary device called the Revio. This week, I want to share our very favorite summertime recipe that's quick, simple, and easy. Now, this recipe calls for 2 pounds of shrimp, 3 summer squash, 3 zucchini squash, 10 mushrooms, and a 1/4 onion. Now, down in Jamaica, as well as all over the Caribbean, they have a traditional way of preparing meats called jerk. Jerk chicken, jerk pork, jerk shrimp. Jerk is basically a pineapple sweet and sour sauce complemented by a lot of hot spices. Now, for about the last 10 years, I've tried to duplicate that recipe, and I couldn't do it. But Eastman Outdoors has. It's called Rasta Riot Jamaican Jerk. Now, we're going to put the Rasta Riot on our shrimp, but before we do, I want to marinate some vegetables. And the reason I do this is because we all want our kids to eat more healthy, and this is a way to get them to eat their vegetables and love it while they're eating it. Put in your vegetable mixture, and then put in about a tablespoon of Revio's dry marinade base called Hive Uprising Honey Mesquite. Then I'll add about 2 tablespoons of olive oil. There's our vegetables ready to go. Put on our shrimp, about a 1/4 cup of the Rasta Riot marinade. Now the final step is to put them on the grill. But please, don't overcook.
Extend your hunting season with fine seasonings and great products from Eastman Outdoors.
Now let's get back to New Zealand and claim a well-earned prize.
It's a pretty steep little hike up here.
It is.
He's just in this cut, I think, up here, Dave. Just above this little draw here.
We're only, what, 3,500 feet?
Yeah.
Is that what you said?
Right now we're about 3,000 feet.
I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I cannot believe it.
Well, this is a pretty steep incline. I mean, you're looking at probably a solid 45-degree incline anyway. Ooh. Ooh.
That's a big one, isn't it?
That's a big boy. That's a big boy.
Look at that. Look at that, Trev.
Yeah, buddy. It's a fine one, eh?
Excellent. You kidding? Good job, buddy.
Congratulations, Dave.
Good job.
That's a great stag,
I
partner.
can't say that we didn't earn him, can I?
Nope. Huh.
Beautiful.
He's a good one.
So palmated.
Yeah. Been doing a little fighting. Looks like he took a tip off
Yeah,
here.
he's busted up a little bit, but that's just fine with me. He's got those ivory tips like an elk.
Isn't he real white A through the tips? Real both
Yeah.
splits. That's odd A on his up tops here. He's split on both of them.
Yeah. Excellent.
He's a nice one.
One of the problems with hunting at Alpine is, you know, we all have a budget. I don't know who you are. There aren't very many of us who don't have a budget. And my budget was for a silver stag, upper end silver. And we kept seeing so many good silvers and so many incredible golds and so many super golds that it gets frustrating to be on one within range of your gun, but out of range of your checkbook.
Yeah, will be spoiled for choice, and look at several bulls here. I mean, all different types and sizes, everything from, you know, management to, like you say, super golds, and you will see plenty of them.
So this has been an absolutely fantastic experience.
I've enjoyed myself a ton, Dave.
We've had fun. That's
It's
what
been
it's
a
all
blast.
about.
Yep, it's been a blast. I
Thank
really
you,
enjoyed
Trevor.
it. It's my
Thank
pleasure.
you very much.
My pleasure.
You know, folks, this is an experience that I highly recommend. Call 888-891-0526 or log on to alpinehunting.com for free information.
Next week on Bushnell Outdoors.
Come along as we head down to Texas for the hunting that Texas is famous for.
Pretty impressive. That's beautiful.
Bushnell Outdoors has been brought to you by Bushnell, Magnify Life, Matthew Solo Cam, catch us if you can, Mossy Oak, it's not a passion, it's an obsession, Browning, the best there is, Winchester Ammunition, the American legend, plus Copper John, Shuttle T Lock Broadheads, Hoppy's Gun Care Products, and Browning Knives. For more information on Dave Watson approved products and outfitters, log on to BushnellOutdoors.com.